Welcome to Aksharaha, an initiative by Anveshan Educational Trust. In this episode, we explore forces affecting organizational behavior. Before we start, understand one thing very clearly: employee behavior does not happen randomly. People behave the way they do at work because many forces are acting on them, both from inside and outside the organization. So, this section answers a simple question: why do employees behave differently when conditions change? When we say forces, we are talking about factors that influence behavior. These forces shape how people think, how they feel, how they act at work. Some forces come from inside the organization, and some come from within the organization. Now, let us talk about external forces, things that organization cannot fully control. The economic environment refers to conditions like growth or recession, inflation, employment opportunities. When the economy is unstable, organizations take tough decisions. They may freeze salaries, reduce hiring, increase workload. Now imagine being an employee in such a situation. Naturally, stress increases, motivation drops, and job insecurity rises. So, economic conditions directly affect the employee behavior and attitude. Next is socio-cultural environment. This includes society's values, beliefs, norms, demographics. Society today is very different from the past. Employees now expect work life balance, gender inequality, diversity and inclusion, ethical behavior. If organizations ignore these expectations, employees feel disconnected. So, organization must adapt to social changes to keep employees engaged. Now, let us talk about political and legal environment. This includes labor laws, employment regulations, government policies. These laws decide working hours, employee rights, job security, grievance handling. When organizations follow laws properly, employees feel protected. When they don't, trust breaks down. So, legal frameworks strongly influence organizational behavior. Technology is one of the strongest forces today. Technology changes how work is done, what skills are needed, how people communicate. Automation, digital tools, and information technology have introduced remote works, virtual teams, flexible schedules. But at the same time, technology also brings job insecurity, continuous learning pressure. So, technology reshapes both work and behavior. The global environment means organizations are no longer local. Employees now work with people with different countries, different cultures, different time zones. This affects communication styles, leadership approaches, teamwork. Managers today must understand cultural differences to manage behavior effectively. Now, let us come to internal forces, factors within the organization that strongly shape daily behavior. Organizational structure defines who reports to whom, how decisions are made, how authority is distributed. In rigid structures, communication is slow, creativity is limited. In flexible structures, employees feel empowered, innovation increases. So, structure directly influences how people behave at work. Culture is about shared values, beliefs, unwritten rules. It tells employees what is acceptable, what is rewarded, what is discouraged. A strong culture influences behavior more powerfully than written rules. That is why culture is often called the personality of the organization. Leadership styles plays a major role in behavior. Supportive leaders motivate employees, build trust, encourage participation. Authoritarian leaders create fear, reduce initiatives, increase resistance. So, behavior often reflects leadership, not individual intention. Policies related to recruitment, performance appraisal, rewards, promotions sends clear signal to employees about what behavior is valued. Employee adjust their behavior based on what gets rewarded. Finally, remember this: these forces do not act independently. They interact with each other. For example, technological change may require restructuring, global competition may demand cultural change. Employee behavior is usually the result of multiple forces acting together, not just one factor. To understand behavior in organization, we must look beyond the individual. Behavior is shaped by environment, the system, and the leadership around people. Thank you for learning with Aksharaha.